start the theme with thank you and that really cute song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because we don't do that for ourselves enough. Not at all. We berate ourselves. We say horrible things to ourselves. We never say, hey, thanks, Jean, for just making like hot water and lemon before you start the processes. Thank you so much for the beautiful water that you've got. Thank you. Thank you. And why do we do that? Because we've been taught to, it's old paradigm, not bad or wrong or good or anything. Old paradigm, yes, say thanks to the teacher. We've done it at a 3D paradigm appearance. Well, it's not so much appearance. We want to have it as thank you to our body. Thank you to my body. When I wake up in the morning, just as I'm waking up, I say it's a great day to have a great day. And thank you to the gift of my body. And this session is very much about remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think. That's number one. Then say thank you to you. So I'm just going to pop on the image so that you can see it. And this is a great screensaver for those that are watching live and are in my Facebook group. You know that you're going to get this picture for this week's learnings. So remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are. And then say thank you to you. I'm going to say it again. Remind yourself. We are constantly reminding ourselves of, there you go again, you didn't put the dishes away, or you didn't speak up, or you didn't blah, 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 you didn't put yourself as a priority. We're reminding ourselves, well, we're not reminding ourselves that we're better than we think we are and saying thank you. Why? Because as I said, it's an old paradigm, 3D paradigm, got to do with old beliefs. Beliefs are held in our skeletal system, in our bones, but you can create new skeletal systems and new awarenesses. And when we remind ourselves regularly, now, how could you do it regularly? Let's go through some 3D technology. It could be like on your Fitbit. It could be on your phone. It could be on your laptop, iPad, whatever else you've got, that you could send a reminder of thank myself. You could have on your phone a tune that you love, remind myself. So straight away, that reminds us that you could have post-it notes. My post-it notes are heart-shaped, and you could have post-it notes all over the place. And I don't know whether you guys can see. Oh, there, what? There's my post-it notes, heart-shaped. You could have post-it notes. You could have, say, sayings or affirmations laminated and put them up in the shower. Laminate them so that I get wet and humid and whatever and dribble down with the ink. Oh, you could put them at the back of the toilet door. You could have them at the sun visor. When you say thank you to you and say how you are better than you think you are, you imagine what it does to the anatomy of the body. That's number one. What it does to the law of attraction and what you'll attract in, and what it does to the frequency that you give out. So yesterday, I decided that I went to a business weekend, and afterwards I thought, oh my gosh, I'm in an area that I don't go to. I'm going to go for a bit of wander. Someone told me about a great shoe shop. I love shoes. So I walked in, and as I walked in, bestest, funkiest shoes. I like things that are different. There was a lady standing there that said, oh, I just need $1 million. So I thought, let me just take out of my wallet and replace what I gave. $1 million here. And they gave her $1 million. I said, you'd like to be a millionaire? I'd like to make you a millionaire. Here's $1 million. What? What? And she was actually yelling in the shop. I kept walking around the shop, having a look at the shoes and everything, and I was listening. She was not speaking nicely about herself. And that little trigger was about speak nicely about yourself. When you say you are better than you think you are, There's a frequency also that goes out. By me investing in myself on the weekend, because I don't normally do that and go to other people's events, that topped me up. So I wanted to give out as well. So we've got the body consciousness and the health, and we've got the law of attraction. And then we've also got what goes out. I walked out with a huge smile on my face, and they were still like, "Got this random lady, and she gave it to her." Right, and it was so cute. And then I gave her friend one as well and took a selfie. So when you do that and say thank you, life is uplifted and energized. Now, here in the fifth paradigm, plus to through the 13th paradigm that I focus on, is very, very much that when you do that, you eliminate, dissolve, stop, destroy, whatever your word is, whatever you'd like to say, whatever they said about you. And what do I mean by that? It's quite often the 3D paradigm, which is held in the around the solar plexus area, is very easy to blame. Well, they said, and so I'm going to think about myself that way. And especially in 2024, it's all about self-responsibility. I take responsibility for myself, which is held right here in the thumb. Says why I went like here. And self-responsibility is being able to say, I'm better than I think I am. And I'm going to say thank you. I'm better than I think I am. And that's part of craziness of the 3D world is we overthink. Now, if you overthink, can you just put your hand up, whether it's a little emoji or your actual hand? That would be amazing. Thank you very much. And that blah, 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 that thinking, stop, stop. We need it, but we're overthinking ourselves into that we're not as good as I am. And then 3D paradigm says, I've got to wait till they tell me that I'm good enough compared to self-realization. There's no good or bad, by the way. It's just an evolutionary process. And it's been happening for quite a long time, just a couple of million times or million years or such. But we're really blessed that golden age of reality is not over there. It's always been here and part of the fifth paradigm. Oh, I love Trace has got lollipops. I don't know how you did that, Trace, but thank you very much for the lollipops. It's all about if I think differently, and you can easily think differently like that, those that done the Bite Me program with me, just a click of the fingers. When you do that, then it's like, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I did. I said thank you to myself for booking this event. And I booked it ages ago. And then part of me on the Friday when I had to get there went, oh my God, I was crazy busy. But I thanked myself when I arrived. I went, thank you. Thank you. So right now, I know I haven't asked any of you to get pen or paper. I want you to actually think today. I know it's Monday morning and it's really early, but if you do have pen and paper, or you can do this afterwards, I want you to think of 3 things that you want to thank yourself for. 3 things that you want to thank yourself for. So it could be, I'm going to thank myself for getting a hot water and lemon. 1, to warm me up. 2, I love it. And 3, I'm hydrated because as soon as I wake up, well, as soon as we all wake up, actually, we're quite dehydrated. I thank myself for that. I thank myself that the night before, when I teach masterclass, I always print out the lessons, so that's organized. I have my music ready. I'm on early enough with the Zoom, and so it's all organized. That makes me feel at peace that I am giving you great value. So that's 2 thank yous. And then the thank you could be, well, my other thank you is I've already had my supplements this morning. I like to have them before I go for a walk, but I'm also dressed for a walk after this masterclass. Normally, it's the first thing I do in the morning is go for a beautiful walk. Now, when we do that, it changes the whole energy, focus, paradigm, portal, vortex, all of those that people look for outside. What? And you can call yourself, hi, my name is Jean and I'm a portal. Thank you very much. Text. What you're doing is creating a momentum energy. And imagine that beautiful energy of as you're doing that, you are bringing in through that vortex all the goodness, deliciousness, yum oh. And then it's the people, things, situations also come in as well. You thank you, and then other people start to thank you too. It's like, what? A what? And then are you open to receive it? When you thank you, even if Gertrude or Frank do not say thank you, it doesn't matter, because back to thymus gland, you are not taking it personally. You don't become defensive. You don't spiral down into a descension. You can only ascend. And to ascend or have an ascension means that it's this high frequency. It really doesn't matter what they think. Michael J. Fox said, "What you think of me is none of my business." I think that should be taught in schools. I love it. So let's go back. Reminding yourself regularly. I want you just to think for a moment, how could you remind yourself regularly? What is it? As I said, you've got alarms on all the technology, post-it notes. And it's not getting someone else to do it. Could you just remind me how to remind me to tell myself, no, take personal responsibility, which is in the thymus gland, that you are better than you think. Now, that better than you think, I hear conversations come out subconsciously of, God, I did it again. Oh, how stupid am I? Blah, blah, blah. What you're doing is reminding yourself that you're not better than you think you are. And to remind yourself you're better than you think you are is just take a breath. As that thought comes in, as I wrote in my book, Secret Codes to Success, that thought's not loving, it's not yours to own. It's just not yours. Put it back. As it comes in, just let it come but go. It's not yours to go, snaffle I'll have at all. This was very big in the ancient times of awakening of ancient Egypt, because that was the fall of the ego mind. And so when bring that awareness through and say thank you, or even right now, if you can, whether you're walking or not, maybe while you're walking, keep your eyes open. But just if you're walking, just have a look around at the surrounds. And if you're sitting or lying in bed, I want you just to close your eyes. And I've got mine closed too. Take a big breath in, breathe out. And right now, if you were to say, thank you for the gift of my body. Take another big breath in and breathe all the way out. Thank you for the gift of my thoughts that allow me to see that I'm better. I am. Thank you to the gift of me being me. Take another big breath in and breathe all the way out. And as you gently open your eyes, I'd just like you to click your fingers. Why are we just going to lock it in? So imagine saying thank you. Thank you for feeding yourself. Thank you for going for a walk. Thank you for sleeping. Thank you for the shower. To ourselves. Thank you for having a shower. Thank you for brushing it. Well, I don't brush my hair. It's always buff. But thank you for anything. Thank you for saying no. Thank you to myself. And if I remind myself I'm better than I am, and I practice it, some of you are into affirmations, some not. Me, I am. I have a whole journal. I've got all my journals ready this morning to write in after this masterclass. Write my affirmations. And it might be that you write an affirmation. So I'm going to give you a couple of mine to see if they align with you. And it's on the recording. I look and feel amazing. I look and feel amazing. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. Now, during growing up, past life, or anything, I look and feel amazing. And when we say things like that, I'm reminding myself regularly that I am better than I think I am, or any other little thought that's coming in that's not my own. I'm thanking myself. Let's go another one. Uh, I am so proud of me. I am so proud of me. Now, you see, they've done studies where there's ultimately, we play three roles. We play the child, we play the victim, we play the parent, etc. By saying that, I'm smooching the little girl that may not have got it and thanking me. We've all got a story, but we're not designed or we're not defined by that story that anyone else said. And if I remind myself regularly that I'm better than I think I am, and I say thank you, Michael J. Fox, what they think of me is none of my business. And then that high frequency. And what this is actually doing is on a quantum level, we're tapping into our future self that's he has already been there. They are already where we want to go. It's already happened. It's like when I write a book, which I'm doing next week, it's already happened. The book is finished. It's done. I've booked my celebrations. Some of you are coming with me. We're climbing the story bridge. I've booked the celebration. It's done. And therefore, here I'm thanking myself from my future self to me, but my past self, ego self, all combines into one. And it's like, ah. And what that does also on the quantum level is I align with the absolute. And the absolute is the totality of all reality. Now, these lessons have been taught many a time. In all the times of awakening, Atlantis, Lemuria, Pallades, Incan, Aztec, Mayan, Egypt, etc., totally taught. Some of the beautiful books, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Torah, the Book of Enoch, the Course of Miracles, etc., continually taught over and over and over. We just need it in easy language now. Mystery School was all about understanding that love of self and empowerment. And so, what if, as your home play, what Gene, you never gave us home play before? Yeah. What if, as your home play, you started to write a list of the things that you have achieved, done, blessed in, dreams come true, whatever you want to call it? What if you did that? So, for example, here, I continually, you can't see, but I just continually write all these things every day to go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I'm just going to read some from late last night. Elephant ride, climb Mount Ninjari, climb Pomona, adventure in India safari with the kids on my own. Had a motorbike, had a panel van, go. Bought two brand new cars. All of those things are saying I'm better than I think I am, rather than we look at I'm not enough and I should be, and when I'm that, and when I've paid off the mortgage, I'm happy, or when the kids grow up, or blah blah blah. The key is really simple, really simple. Remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are, and then say thank you to you. And you might have photos of yourself, affirmations, reminders on your Fitbit phone, whatever, and thank you. And that was a song I was playing before. So, as I said, a little bit of home play, give it a try, see what it's like, especially if you check it every day, or you can have it as a list up on the back of the door. And why do I offer 3D tips, because it's really important that we have things like post-it notes, reminders, or whatever. Because if you don't fill the mind will fill up with, and it's not your belief to own. Unless it's pure love, it's not yours to own. So we're going to go to some golden hearts. A golden heart, for those that haven't been here before, is sharing what was it that you got from today's Mr. School lesson. And just a quick 30 seconds, because we're going to go around really quickly. People have got to go to work. Those that are watching the recording, you're watching the recording, make sure you comment so that we can support you. This is a family community. So let's start with Steve, Bonnie, and then Miriam, Andrew. And all you got to do is unmute. Once the person finishes speaking, then it's your turn.
Morning, everyone. Mine was right at the end there. If you don't fill up your mind with the positive things, it fills itself. So, and as a chronic overthinker, yeah, I really resonated with that. So thank you.
Awesome. Steve, can I just share a couple of things that you have brought an awareness to me to possibly share others?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's not actually positive thinking for all of you. It's actually things that are of love rather than positive negative. Mystery School didn't have the paradigm of duality of positive negative. They had love awareness. So thank you, Steve, for bringing this up. And when we say affirm, I've always been big boned, and that's why I can't lose weight, or I'm a chronic whatever overthinker or whatever. What we're doing is affirming. We're not actually reminding ourselves we're better than we think we are, and thanking ourselves. And it can be actually thanking ourselves to go, thank you, I have been overthinking lately, but that's not who I am. And then we could write an affirmation. So thank you, Steve, for bringing that awareness, so I can just share a couple of other tips. And thank you. And yes, what are we filling this up with? Because if you don't fill this up, it will be filled with whatever other people's stuff. So thank you, Steve. Let's go, Miriam.
I just like that I'm so proud of me, you know. Yeah, really like that.
Beautiful, beautiful. For those that don't know, this is the death clap. So I'm just clapping Miriam. Let's go, Andrew.
Good morning. Yes, for me, I really like the fact that when you say thank you, it puts you in a state of receiving what you are coming to be already.
Absolutely. It needs time zones, future self, past self. We're already there. Thank you, Andrew. Bonnie.
Good morning. My golden heart today is that it's time to thank me. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Thanks, Jean.
Pleasure. And let's go, Trace, Leona, Julie, Denise.
Good morning.
Trace, you've just muted yourself, honey.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We got you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My golden heart, I can only think of one beautiful saying by William Shakespeare himself. We know who we are, but not what we may be. Thank you.
Thank you, Trace.
Morning, everybody. My golden heart today is to thank myself first.
Can you imagine everyone waking up, as you wake up and your bladder's full and you think, it's time to get up? I don't wake up to an alarm. I wake up to my bladder going, it's time to get up. It's exciting. We're doing masterclass. Let's go. It's a thank you to the gift of my body and all that I am. There's an affirmation for you, by the way. So beautiful. Who was next? I forgot because my screen moves around one thing. Let's go to Julie and Denise. If you can unmute yourself. If you can't, you can pop it in the chat. Just put a Y, which means I can share it. Y is a yes.
Yes. Me. Thank you Jean and all, and my so many golden hearts. Can you hear me clearly? Yes. Oh, good. So I have put myself into flow and abundance, and all good things are coming to me, and I'm so grateful. And wow, thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.
Denise here. My golden takeaway is that I am caring for my body today by doing a bit of a strength workout.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And Lou, thank you. I like what she did. She said, what Steve said. Easy. Makes it easy. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Let's go to Sharon and Julie Muir. I think that's it on the thing. Just have to mute yourselves, lovelies.
It's Sharon here. Mine were Golden House. Unless it's pure love, it's not yours. I love that one. Yeah, that's gold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you can have that. I just write it as if it's not loving, it's not mine to own. Because and only for all of you, it's you make the definition of what's loving for you. You define that. I have this awareness, you all have X awareness. So thank you very much, Sharon. Let's go to Julie Muir. Can you unmute yourself, darling?
Okay. Yes, just the importance of self-love and validation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jean.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. But this is a relearning. Mystery School was a school, but not like we've got in 3D paradigm. It's like, oh yeah, we would come together regularly. Who knows what time, because they didn't have time. Right, it's like 6:30 on Monday, the 27th of May. They didn't have that sort of time. They would come to regular, depending on the moon cycles, on retrogrades, on the weather, the plants, the seasons. Those that just did the winter ceremony with me, you know that we do everything aligned with that and go, it's time to come together. It's time to have an awareness. And then Mystery School was always about uplifting to the new paradigm. Now, just go back to the beginning. I said all of you are like a portal or a vortex. It doesn't have to be just out there. And definitely those that come to Egypt, you do see the energies, the portals and vortexes and whatever, but you are. And if I am creating this vortex and ascending up, things will come down into the vortex. What do I want? And I can be conscious co-creator consciously, and you're all being conscious now of, yeah, remind myself regularly that I'm better than I think I am. I'm conscious of that. And I say, thank you. What comes down into my vortex, which is my body, physical body, metaphysical body, brain, mind, whatever we want to call it, all that stuff, yumminess. Only yumminess can come in. And if non-yumminess, things that are not loving come in, I can say to myself, if that thought is not loving, it's not mine to own, or no thank you as well. But remember to say thank you to you. And most of all, thank you for the gift of this body. Because we have so much blah, blah on the internet, whether it's social media or Dr. God, Google or whatever, telling us how we are not perfect in our bodies. And I used to see it when I was nursing, how the babies weren't perfect because they weren't at this level or whatever. Come on. Thank you for the gift of this body. So I'm just going to stop the recording, but I just want you guys to listen as you sign off to the song. And for those that want to know what the song is, it's Sue Lee, and it's the thank you song. So just stop the recording. Remember your home play, everyone.